Good evening, friends. I am recording this video to explain the preparation strategy for SEM. I had received good response on my SFM preparation strategy, and there was a request to also give a strategy for SEM site. So I'm going to just tell you what you need to do as far as SEM is concerned. Like SFM, I'm going to focus on what can be done, that is at this stage of revision, what you need to do for 1.5 days before the exam time, and how do you go about the exam time. So I'll again split into the three categories. First, I'll tell you what should you do at this stage of revision where you have still some amount of time left for exam. So what can you do at this stage of revision? First, you need to understand that SEM paper has a mix of theory and practical. If somebody says that I'll focus only on theory, won't help you. Only focusing on practical problems also won't help you. This is one area where you need a mix of theory and practical. The weightage can be 40% for theory, 60% for practical. Sometimes it could be 60% for theory, 40% for practical. So it's broadly 50-50 kind of a weightage which I can say. So it's extremely critical that you need to be aware of the theory part. Second, in theory also I will have something called as direct theory and application theory. What is application theory? Is basically answering case studies. You are going to answer case studies by applying your understanding of the theory. You may understand what is 5S. 5S talks about certain things: sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. A question may ask you to explain the applicability of 5S in the given scenario, and now in exam you don't know what is 5S itself. So without reading the base theory, you cannot answer the case study part of it. So you need to know what does the base study say. A question may come on quality cost. You need to know that there are 4 categories of quality cost: prevention, appraisal, internal failure, external failure. You need to know what are the various primary activities in a Porter's value chain model. What is a value shop model? Unless you know the base theory, you will not be in a position to answer the application theory part of it. So this around 50 marks. I can say from an exam point of view, you may solve practical. 50-50 is the weightage, but so 120 marks is the paper. So you may be still in a position to answer practical problems for something like 55 to 60 marks and theory for around 40-45 marks, but still theory do carry a good amount of weightage. Now, where do I study theory from? That's the first question which I keep hearing from students. How do I study theory? How do I prepare this theory part? You are not required to do anything great here. Go to your ICA.org, go to the BOS knowledge portal and open this referencer for quick revision. A beautiful document which ICA has prepared. Even if I try to do something like this, it's not possible. It's an excellent document which ICA has prepared. So referencer for quick revision is what you will open. There they have given revision for every chapter. You will see there is a data given for every chapter. Page 2 to 5 is the chapter 1, 5 to 9 is the second chapter, 9 to 12 is the third chapter, 12 to 14. So they have given almost all the chapters are covered there. So all chapters are covered in this referencer for quick revision. Earlier they had not covered standard costing and decision making. That has also got covered. First 24 pages are plainly full theory. Then 25 to 43 is basically on standard costing and decision making, where problem focus is also there and some part of theory focus is also there. So it's not that you need to read lots and lots of pages. At best 24 pages which covers till your case study part, and standard costing and decision making, which is not much of theory. It's not that in standard costing and decision making you have lot of theory. Standard costing and decision making will have lot of problem based. So you see standard costing is only purely formula based. So formula is something which you learn in a normal, in my classes you would have learnt it, or if you go through my channel you will understand about formula part. So there is a theory angle and there is a formula angle which is there, but main theory is only 24 pages. So first thing, please be done with these 24 pages. Spend lots and lots of time and then be done with these 24 pages. If you are done with these 24 pages, I am very confident that you will be in a position to answer case study in exam. Your ability to answer case study in exam naturally improves because you are now in a better position, because a question will ask feedback and feed forward control. Now you don't know what is feedback control, what is feed forward control, how will you answer that? There's a question on building block model, how are you going to answer that? So the first thing you have to do is prepare this theory part of it. Prepare theory part of those 24 pages of theory and decision making theory. Standard costing is purely formula based, so at best 30 pages of theory. Now tell me which subject will give you 50 marks by reading 30 pages. It's not that you will surely get 50 marks out of it, but once you are done with this 30 pages, then what you should do? Then you should go through lots and lots of case studies. You should go through case studies. I am not telling you to by heart case studies. You need to just go through case studies, read the case study, try writing your own answer. Please try writing your own answer to the case study and then verify the answer. That's the approach you are going to follow. Now where do I prepare case study from? Again, a beautiful source is ICI material. ICI has given you something called as additional case studies. Refer all of that. Additional case scenarios, refer all of them. Additional questions, refer all of them. Study material, refer all case studies. I am not talking about problems, I am just talking about case studies. Refer all problems, all case studies of study material, additional case studies, additional case scenarios, additional question, RTPs, MTPs, suggested answers, all this area. Please go through the case studies. You need to go through multiple case studies. You just need to go through the case study, try writing some answer and then read through the case study, highlight some important points which are there. Read the next case study, try to write something, refer the answer, highlight some important. So this is the approach for theory preparation. Now practical preparation, what you need to do, which chapters to focus on, and even in theory which chapters to focus on, I'll anyway touch upon now. I first told you the general approach to prepare theory. The general approach is quick revision capsule of ICI, 30 pages at best. Read it fully, be very clear with it. If you can reproduce the words as it is, nothing can beat that, because you will get full marks in direct theory, 50% of 50 marks. So around 25 marks you will get by reading 30 pages. Balance 25 marks is reading through various case studies which are there. I cannot assure you that case studies will get repeated in the exam from this area, but if you are done with your initial theory preparation, your ability to answer different types of case studies improve. This is as far as case study is concerned. Now coming to practical problems, where do I prepare practical problems from? Every chapter has some theory angle, has some practical angle. It's not that I can say it's some chapters could be exclusive theory, but major chapters has a theory angle and a practical angle. Now I'll tell you the areas you need to focus on. When it comes to chapter 1, what should I focus is value chain, value shop, Porter's 5 forces model, and differentiation versus cost leadership. Don't go by my handwriting, that could be pathetic, so don't worry about that. Value chain, value shop, Porter's 5 forces model, differentiation versus cost leadership. I think this is what you should focus in chapter 1, purely theory based chapter. I don't have anything beyond this. How much weightage could this carry? Not a big weightage, I can say 5%. Sometimes a question can come, lot of times a question may not even come. So here you will focus on value chain, value shop, Porter's 5 forces, differentiation versus cost leadership. This is as far as chapter 1 is concerned. Then comes chapter 2. In chapter 2, what are the areas to focus on? What should I focus on chapter 2? Again, I'll tell you the areas. According to me, the important areas is TQM, theory and practical. There can be problems as well from here. TQM, theory and practical. How does TOC work? Theory of constraints. Be clear on how does theory of constraints work from this chapter. An area which is frequently now tested is gain sharing and outsourcing. This is an area which is being frequently tested in exam. So these three areas, this is theory, practical, only theory or case studies, Chapter 2 may carry a weightage of around 5 to 7%. Again a weightage of around 5 to 7% from exam point of view. Next comes your chapter 3. What areas to focus in chapter 3 is just in time, phi s TPM, just in time phi s and TPM. This would be the most important areas. And okay, yeah, Six Sigma is also an area to look after. Just in time phi s, TPM and Six Sigma, maybe these are the areas you will look. Just in time is theory plus practical, only theory, only theory. TPM is theory plus practical. One of the most important part of TPM is overall equipment effectiveness. Please focus on this area called as overall equipment effectiveness, an extremely important area, OEE. Overall equipment effectiveness is an area which you cannot ignore. So you should focus on overall equipment effectiveness as part of TPM chapter, as part of TPM chapter. Again a weightage of 5-7%. More or less 1, 2, 3 is equal weightage. I don't see a higher weightage for one area or a lower weightage for other area. Broadly same amount of weightage is there. When it comes to chapter 4, what are the areas to look after in chapter 4? Target costing, life cycle costing, environmental management accounting. Three important areas: target, life cycle and environmental. Don't go as a chapter as a whole. Try to focus on areas, individual areas. So target costing, life cycle costing and environmental management accounting is what you will focus. Theory, practical, theory, practical. Majorly theory, maybe 1 or 2 practical problems can also come. 1 or 2 practical problems can come, but majorly theory. Now the next important chapter is decision making. This is more from problem solving point of view. Theory is also asked. I'll say this carries 15% weightage. 15% weightage, an extremely important chapter. What do I focus on? You should focus on areas like make versus buy, 2 limiting factor, make versus buy, limiting factor, an area called as you will focus on make versus buy, an important area. Limiting factor is going to be an extremely important area. How do you assess when there are limiting factors in a question? Basics can also be critical, where you focus on areas like BEP, indifference point, special orders, product drop decisions, special orders, product drop decision. How do you decide whether to drop a product or not? And the starting for all of this is relevant costing. Starting for all of this is relevant costing. Maybe just focus on these areas. There are a lot of areas there, but my primary focus will be on this. This is what I see. If something else I'll tell you. Make or buy, relevant costing, limiting factor, special orders and dropping a product line. From theory point of view, ethics and non-financial considerations. Ethics and non-financial considerations from theory point of view is getting tested in exam. You will read about ethics and non-financial consideration out of those revision capsule. There itself you will read it, and you may think that chapter 6 is only practical problem. No, it's not only practical problem. It has a good amount of weightage for theory as well. So good, not exactly a very high weightage, but yes, still there is a decent weightage, and ethics and non-financial considerations is being tested in exam. Then I have pricing decision. I'll say 10% weightage. Pricing decision is a 10% weightage. You need to know about pricing policies, different types of pricing policies which are there, fixation of price problems, fixation of price, and be clear on this equation. P is equal to A minus BQ, MR is equal to A minus 2BQ. This is technically called as profit maximization model. I expect some questions to come from this area in exam. P equal to A minus BQ, MR is equal to A minus 2BQ. Then comes chapter 8, which is your performance management. I would say this also carries around 15% weightage. It could be 15 to 20% weightage. Could be an area which has a 15 to 20% weightage. Even your decision making is an area which has 15 to 20% weightage from an exam point of view. Now what do you focus here? You focus on RI versus ROI versus EVA. Do 1-2 problems in each of this, RI versus ROI versus EVA, and balance scorecard. Extremely important area. I do expect some questions to come from this because this is frequently tested ACCA or CIMA area. Balance scorecard. Other areas are there. Anything can come from exam. So you'll have to be clear with one model of everything. Building block model, be clear on one problem at least. Performance pyramid, one problem at least. Triple bottom line, one problem at least. So every other area, at least one problem, be very clear. I cannot give you any specific preparation or saying that you can do a selective preparation will not work in this chapter. This is a chapter which you should try to do fully. Financial measures is your ROI, EVA, whatever I talked about. In non-financial measures, I have told you there's a building block model, there's a performance pyramid, there's a performance prism, then you have balance scorecard, triple bottom line, benchmarking is there. So you should focus on each of this. The base theory, if you read, you will get a clarity and then you can start answering these areas. And even not for profit, this came in recent exam for 20 marks. That's why I am not giving you any selective preparation as far as chapter 8 is concerned. No selective preparation in chapter 8, an area which you cannot ignore. Coming to transfer pricing, I have seen your exam problems to be fairly simple. Understand how minimum transfer price is fixed, how maximum transfer price is fixed. Do few problems on this and be very clear on something called as dual rate transfer pricing system, two-part transfer pricing system. This area can come as a case study and it has, I think, got tested in RTP or exam. Dual rate transfer pricing system and two-part transfer pricing system. This is an approach to resolve the conflict. So what happens here, you read through the theory part, you will understand it, but an area which you cannot ignore. Dual rate transfer pricing system and a two-part transfer, again a weightage of around 10%. Weightage of around 10%. Then I come to chapter 10, which is on your strategic analysis of operating income. I'll tell you to focus on predominantly this area, direct product profitability or customer profitability analysis, and ABC, DPP or CPA and activity based costing. Both of this go in line. It's not that it is, and this is an area which is predominantly problem based. There's no major theory angle in this area. Then I have budgets and budgetary control. No selective preparation, very simple area. Feedback, feed forward, behavioral issues. In that you learn about top down, bottom up, advantage and disadvantage of engaging a senior in budget preparation. Advantage and disadvantage of engaging a senior in budget preparation can come in exam. And finally beyond budgeting. So 3-4 areas are there. An area which could be read in half an hour. You can complete this chapter in half an hour. Again, purely a problem based area, could have a weightage of around 5 to 7%. 5 to 7% from an exam point of view. Then comes standard costing. I know a lot of students find it difficult. It's not that kind of a difficult area if you are very clear on the formula. In my area on, I've uploaded a playlist on SCM concepts. Go through my video on standard costing. You'll get full clarity. And what can come in exam from standard costing is market size and share variance, market size and share variance, planning and operating variance, ABC variances, and relevant costing approach. Not your traditional variances, doing reconciliation. All these are called as advanced variances. In an exam, you will see questions only from this area. This could have a weightage of around 10 to 12%. 10 to 12%. Then you are left with case studies is not a separate area. It could have got clubbed in any of the chapters. So I am not going to give a separate weightage for case study. It could get clubbed in any of the chapters. Learning curve and your linear programming can get clubbed with any of the chapters. Learning curve, understand 1 or 2 problems on doubling of production and 1 or 2 problems on non-doubling of production. Linear programming, learn 1 problem on maximization approach, 1 or 2 problem on maximization under graphical method and simplex method. Just learn this, that should be sufficient. Now just to summarize, which are the important chapters? Decision making, 15 to 20% weightage. Decision making. what are important sub areas I've already covered. Decision making, performance management, again I'll put a 15 to 20% weightage for this. Standard costing, transfer pricing, all this broadly carry similar weightage, standard costing and transfer pricing will broadly carry similar weightage. And it's not that I'm going to tell you to leave any chapters. This is not an area where I can tell you to leave any chapters, but if you just want to prioritize in this manner: decision making, performance management and evaluation, standard costing, transfer pricing. But this will take huge chunk of time. But it can carry around 60% weightage all put together. Other areas may carry 40% weightage, but will take you very less time, because chapter 1 fully theory based, you will complete preparation in 1.5 hour. Chapter 2, some problems on theory, you can complete preparation in 3-4 hours. So other chapters, though they may not be having that much weightage, but return, when I say return per hour, that will carry higher return. So you can prioritize this, but nothing to be left over as far as this area is concerned. And I have told you in every chapter which is an extremely important area, so that's how you will go with. Important areas are there for every chapter, so prepare accordingly the important areas. This is as far as the current stage of preparation is concerned. So you will prepare case studies, you will also prepare on theory part, you will prepare on both the areas, you will not give focus on only one area. Case studies focus will also be there, theory focus will also be there. Try to give focus on both the areas and you will end up doing your preparation. For theory you will refer quick revision capsule. For case study preparation, refer additional case studies, additional case scenarios, study material, revision test papers, mock test papers, suggested answers, refer all of this. What do you do day before exam? Spend at least 4 hours on theory. Nothing less than that. Spend at least 4 hours on theory preparation. Case studies, nothing much to go through now, because you would have already gone through the case studies. If you want to go through some highlighted points, you can go through. So 4 hours for theory preparation, read, keep reading. 2 to 3 hours for case studies, the important case studies, whatever you have highlighted, and then start solving problems. Decision making, 1 or 2 hours of problem solving. Standard costing, 1 or 2 hours of problem solving. Transfer pricing, maybe 1 hour of problem solving. Pricing decision, maybe 1 hour or half an hour of problem solving. So all areas you can end up spending 6 to 7 hours on problem, or maybe 8 to 9 hours on problem solving. 6 hours, 4 hours for your theory preparation, extensive theory preparation. You will keep going through, you will prepare theory 5-6 times the day before exam. I am telling you, you will read those 30 pages 5-6 times before exam. So read that for 4-5 hours, and important case studies please go through, that's around 3 hours. All put together I see 7 plus around, I am talking about 18 hours of preparation, that is sufficient. If you can prepare more, that is fine, but around 18 hours of preparation is what I see is the ideal preparation day before exam in 1.5 days. So you can try to do that and then be done. That's your effective preparation, 18 hours of effective preparation. When it comes to exam writing, I have been telling the same thing. Try to complete the entire paper. Rule is very simple, 1.5 minutes per mark. You need not write lengthy answers for case study. Important points is critical. So try to write important points. ICI in fact in their solution very clearly says a brief explanation with relevant points is satisfactory. That is what they need. They don't need you to write, because if you see your ICI solution, it will go for 5-6 pages. What you need to do in exam is, depending on the number of marks, for a 10-mark question I would expect logical maybe 10 to 15 points, logical 10 to 15 points is sufficient. So how do you answer case study in exam is, you would have read the theory. So there is a definition of a feedback control. If you can first write the definition and then link it to the case study. There is a definition for your feed forward control. There is a definition for beyond budgeting. There is a definition for building block model. So if you are clear on the base theory, reproduce that and then try to write whatever is covered in the case study. This is what my ideal preparation strategy for SCM is going to be. I'll again repeat, it is a scoring area, but focus on the important parts. Just focus on the important part. If you focus on that, you will be in a position to score good marks, and exemption is going to be extremely easy. So with this I end it. If you have any doubts, clarifications, do comment on the video. I'll respond to your doubts.